Good afternoon. This is Cody. This is our Biomechanics Journal Club 6. This week's article was The Effect of Power Training on Rate of Torque Development and Spatiotemporal Gait Parameters Post-Stroke by Williams. The main research question here is that researchers wanted to see if power training would have an effect on the torque development, gait, and walking speed in the paretic and non-paretic limbs of stroke survivors. So they found 22 participants and enlisted them in an 8-week training protocol, mainly covering resistance training, which was sit to stand, leg press, step ups, and calf raises, as well as some jump training on a shuttle MVP Pro, and also some specific walking training, over ground walking over 10 meters. All those things were utilized for 24 sessions. And the main findings that they had were that the rate of torque development improved significantly in the paretic limb, the walking speed at the self-selected, and the comfortable walking speed. They also increased significantly. But one thing was that the non-paretic limb was relatively unchanged as far as torque development, and that was mainly due to variability. They weren't able to classify it as a significant change. And so some of the biomechanics concepts were torque was the main concept that we saw throughout the paper, with rate of torque development and peak torque being broken down specifically across the exercises, as well as the gait pattern being another biomechanics concept. And so one of the most interesting things to me was how they utilized the Shuttle MVP Pro to administer the power training component. I had never heard of this, so I had to look it up, and it seems like it's a relatively safe piece of equipment for somebody that may not be as structurally sound. Again, we're talking about stroke patients here. So it was pretty cool to see. And I wondered how if they would have set up a group that used the Shuttle MVP Pro compared to a group that didn't, how the findings may have changed, what they could have seen. It's also interesting that the non-paretic limb didn't see anything that classified as a significant change. It could be just some type of imposed demand on that paretic limb, for it to generate more torque. So yeah, one question that I do have, I have quite a few, is that how would the results change if they did break down into different groups? So they mentioned that strength training is typically reviewed in stroke patients to show benefits, but they wanted to see that power component. But all of the participants in this study went through the power training. So how would they have changed? Would they have changed if there was a strength training protocol compared to a power training protocol? So if the groups would have all done the same resistance style training, and then one specific group went and did the MVP Pro, how could they have seen different rates of torque development? I feel like that would be pretty interesting. Although I believe that the group that was doing the Shuttle MVP Pro would have seen significant increases in rate of torque development. Yeah, that's all I have for this week. Thanks.